Judiciary in Crisis, Malaysia's Vacant Benches Test Reform Credibility, by Azlan Adnan, 16th July 2025. Malaysia is in the midst of an institutional crisis as over 30 senior judicial vacancies remain unfilled across the country's top courts. The delay, widely perceived as the result of political hesitation or interference, has triggered alarm within the legal fraternity, civil society, and even among ruling coalition members. The impasse, coinciding with the retirement of several senior judges and the leaked minutes of a contentious Judicial Appointments Commission (JAC) meeting, threatens not only the efficiency of the justice system, but also public confidence in the independence of the judiciary. A wave of retirements exposes structural weaknesses. The crisis was set in motion following the mandatory retirement of Chief Justice Tun Tengku Maimun Tuan Mat on the 2nd of July 2025, and Court of Appeal President Tan Sri Abang Iskandar Abang Hashim a day later. With these departures, more than 30 top-level judicial seats are now vacant, including in the Federal Court, Court of Appeal, and High Courts. These vacancies, unless swiftly filled, could result in severe delays in case hearings and judgments. In the interim, Chief Judge of Malaya Hasna Mohammed Hashim has been appointed as Acting Chief Justice, and Zabaria Yusof as Acting President of the Court of Appeal. While acting appointments help prevent a leadership vacuum, they are not a substitute for the permanent filling of these roles through proper constitutional processes. Political inaction or calculated delay. Legal observers are concerned that Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's office has been slow to act on the JAC's recommendations. The Commission, mandated to ensure independence and transparency in judicial appointments, had reportedly submitted its proposed candidates months ago. Yet, approval from the executive branch has not been forthcoming. The delay has drawn comparisons with past episodes of executive interference, most notably during the 1988 constitutional crisis. Many fear history may be repeating itself. Some within the legal profession suspect that political concerns are influencing decisions about who is suitable or not for promotion. Terrirudin controversy, a flashpoint of distrust. At the heart of the controversy lies the elevation of Ahmad Terrirudin Modsala, formerly Attorney General, to the federal court in late 2024. According to leaked minutes from a JAC meeting held on the 16th of May, concerns were raised about his conduct as a judge and his possible role in influencing the outcome of politically sensitive cases. The leak also alluded to bypassing the JAC recommendation process in his elevation, an allegation that, if proven true, undermines the Commission's integrity and credibility. While the government has not confirmed or denied the accuracy of the leak, the optics have been damaging. Critics claim the delay in broader judicial appointments may stem from similar backroom considerations. Legal fraternity and civil society push back. In an unprecedented show of protest, nearly 1,000 members of the Malaysian Bar staged a peaceful march through Putrajaya on the 14th of July, carrying placards that read, "Respect the JAC" and "No to political interference." The lawyers delivered a memorandum with 4 key demands: immediate appointments to leadership positions, full disclosure of the JAC meeting minutes, the establishment of a Royal Commission of Inquiry, RCI, and safeguards to ensure future appointments remain free from executive influence. Prominent among the marchers was Nurul Izzah Anwar, daughter of the Prime Minister. Her participation was seen by many as an implicit rebuke of the executive branch's delay and an affirmation of her personal commitment to judicial independence. Bar Council and ruling MPs joined the call. Bar Council President Karen Chi described the situation as a silent judicial emergency, warning that justice was already being delayed and, in many instances, denied. She argued that with courts short-staffed, case backlogs are growing alarmingly, threatening the integrity of the entire legal system. Within Parliament, several PKR lawmakers, including Hassan Abdul Karim and Rafizi Ramli, have broken ranks to demand an RCI and transparency in the appointment process. Their demands underscore that dissatisfaction with the situation is not limited to opposition parties or external watchdogs. Anwar deflects blame as rulers deliberate Farsan. On the 15th of July, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim finally addressed the issue. He claimed he had never interfered in any court proceedings and that appointments were being handled in full accordance with the law. He also hinted that final decisions on appointments would be announced following consultation with the Conference of Rulers, which met from 15th to 17th July. The Conference of Rulers plays a crucial constitutional role in judicial appointments, providing formal consent to names recommended by the Prime Minister. Many hope the rulers will insist on candidates of integrity and reaffirm the JAC's primary role. Reformist rhetoric meets political reality. The appointment crisis has thrown a spotlight on the gap between Anwar's reformist promises and his administration's actions. While he has repeatedly spoken of judicial independence, critics argue that his failure to act swiftly, or at least transparently, on the JAC's recommendations sends the opposite signal. Public confidence in Malaysia's judiciary, already damaged by decades of political interference, risks further deterioration if the appointments are perceived to be manipulated or delayed for partisan gain. Constitutional and economic stakes. Beyond its legal implications, the crisis carries serious economic consequences. Investors depend on a stable, impartial legal system to enforce contracts and adjudicate disputes. International confidence could be shaken if Malaysia's judiciary appears subject to executive whims or factional politics. Furthermore, the functioning of the federal court and court of appeal is integral to upholding constitutional checks and balances. Delays in appointing qualified judges pose risks to the separation of powers and the rule of law. A moment of truth for institutional reform. As Malaysia awaits the outcome of the Conference of Rulers' deliberations, the country finds itself at a crossroads. Will the judiciary emerge strengthened with renewed public trust? Or will this crisis entrench a pattern of executive dominance and opaque backroom deals? Restoring the judiciary's full strength is not merely an administrative task. It is a test of the government's commitment to democratic governance and the rule of law. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again, its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.